Welcome back to another video. In today's video we are mowing our forage rye, our spring forage crops. So I started this video on the 29th of April. It is now the 30th of May and I'm sitting here up in front of our stack of bales. That's what is here behind me. So we got 48 bales off our field, which is just under 5 acres, so pretty much 10 bales an acre, maybe 9.9 or 9.8. We're gonna say 10 bales an acre because that just sounds a lot nicer. So that is what we got. We mowed it on the 29th, then left it down to 30th and baled it up the 1st of May and got our 48 bales in perfect order. It was lovely and dry, which is quite rare for that early on, but it's worked out well. And as you can see there, those bales are still fairly circular. They haven't settled too much. I know the bottom ones have, but they've got the weight of the top ones on top of them, so of course they're going to sag a little bit. But there's been no weep out of them at all. There was no effluent, so it definitely was dry stuff. And we're yet to feed a bale of it, so I don't really know what it's like, but we'll probably feed one here soon enough. And another thing we did while we were baling up that rye is we went out with the beet chopper and we chopped beet down the middle of a few rows. So on the GoPro footage you'll see that. That's what's in the row. The beet had gone it was getting to the end of its time, so we were just trying to use it up. So it doesn't look great in the row, but I can assure you the cattle and the sheep won't mind the beet looking a bit mushy. But that is it. So I might do a bit more talking later in the video, but if you do enjoy, make sure you give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. There'll be another video up next Saturday. It'll either be sowing beet or sowing maize. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But hopefully you enjoy this bit of early silage. I wish I could have got the video up a bit quicker, but I've just been putting a video up a week and this is how it's panned out. So there's our little stack of bales. There's feck all here so far, but we'll probably end up making a bit more. We're getting ready to go with pit silage next week now, so silage in full swing around here. But that will wrap it up for the start of this video. I might do a bit more talking at the end, but we'll get on into the drone footage and mowing and baling. I missed out on the rowing, but sure luck.
Time heals the moment, but our hearts were frozen, don't disappear. You escaped from not knowing, but I got a feeling that I'll be right here for the rest of my life. Just know that I'll give you love you'll never want to share tonight. But if the world isn't working the way that we found it when we were too young to love, our attention is running, 5 seconds is burning a hole in our racing hearts. I wish we could find the space, a great escape, where we could finally break the mold. If it's us that we wanted, happy after the fall. And I don't wanna change it all. 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 Life's been till the end. Tell me stories that I've heard 1,001 times before. I bet. Let me fall into your eyes all over again. I'll be right here for the rest of my life. Just know that I'll give you love you'll never want to share tonight. But if the world isn't working the way that we found it when we were too young to love, our attention is running, 5 seconds is burning a hole in our racing hearts. I wish we could find the space, a great escape, where we could finally break the mold. If it's us that we wanted, happy after the fall.
When I feel sad, I escape from my sense. Lately music's been my reminiscence. That's when I listen. I know it's bad that I can't help myself. When I get mad, I set fire to the hell. The only way to keep it at a distance, that's when I listen. Music is the reason why I stay. A cheering melody will fix a melancholic heart. The music is the reason. The music is the reason why I stay. That's when I need tunes to keep on living, like someone's listening. I see the signs when I seek for the lights. I know it's bad when I forget myself. Lately music's been my self-reminder, my self-reminder. Music is the reason why I stay.
Let's do it, loyalty.
as with all the baling work that goes on around here, it was done by O'Byrne Farm Contracting. So they mowed it with the Case Puma 175 and the double mowers, and then they rode it up with the New Holland T7210 and their Kverneland rake, and then they baled it with the Case Puma 150 and the McHale Fusion 3 Plus, doing the film on film, which is a savage job. Never go back to doing net because it's so easy when you're shear grabbing the bales, and you can just take plastic and the film all in one and put it all into one for cycling. It's real handy. Unlike any other baling video I've made on the farm before, in this one you'll see Patrick's after treating himself to a Wilson Super Move 10, or I'll just check what it's actually called. Don't want to be calling it the wrong thing. But anyway, we usually bring in our own bales, and it's nice and quick. My dad and I do it. Yeah, a Wilson Super Move 10. That's what he's after getting himself. So they're just trying to widen their work, I suppose, trying to be able to do it all. So it was a good yoke to see. I don't know if it would work here because we do have our own bale grab and we do have our own bale trailer, so we'll probably keep bringing our own bales in ourselves, but Patrick wanted to get a nice video of it because we were one of the first jobs out with it, so I said I'd do that for him, no bother. So that's what that was doing, and it worked out pretty well. Bales were very heavy, as you can imagine. Early on in the year that stuff weighs a lot, so the Wilson Super Move probably works a bit better in drier, lighter bales, so they can be pushed around a little, because everyone knows with those heavy bales, if you catch them at all, you're gonna tear them. But anyway, the Wilson Super Move 10 was a good job, and it looked the part on the T7210, the two blue machines together. It looked good on the drone. So hopefully you enjoyed the drone footage in today's video, and be sure to check out next weekend's video. Should be another good one. They're all pretty good around this time of year because they're all something different. It's not anything the same. But as I said, silage first cut's coming up, so if you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed, and there'll be loads more going on over the summer. We've winter barley growing there like anything, and we've spring barley there growing away, so there should be a load of good videos coming up, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss them. But that'll probably wrap it up from me today. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments, and if you did enjoy it, make sure you give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. But that is it from me today, so I'll see you in the next one.